In the spirit of Deltarune Chapter 5 being just around the corner, I thought it would be appropriate to take a look at the Deterministic Chaos mod for Tmod Loader 1.4.4. This mod adds 5 new Deltarune themed bosses, a whole bunch of items, and a new town NPC, which we're gonna get to. If you want to watch me and my homeboy Luke stream Deltarune Chapter 5 the day it comes out, well, that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. And if streams aren't your thing, don't worry, the streams will be made into videos for you to enjoy. But that's enough yapping, let's take a look at this mod. And I know for a fact one of the main things this mod adds is a soul system where you can actually pick a soul trait. I've gone ahead and picked the Determination soul trait, and you might be asking how you even get them. Well, you gotta talk, of course, to our homeboy Gerson over here. You know a fan mod for Deltarune is good if it has Gerson. So if you talk to Gerson here, he not only sells a couple of different things, some of them boss related, some of them weapons, but he also lets you pick a different trait. And I'm not gonna go over all the traits, but each one seems to cater to a different type of play style. For example, Patience here gives you a bunch of bonuses to rogue stealth, so this is definitely one to pick up if you're a rogue enjoyer. But let's go ahead and take a look at the first boss of this mod, which is meant to be fought right before the Wall of Flesh. Our good buddy, the Jester who can do anything, Jevil. There he is, in all of his glory. We got a nice little remix of Jevil's themes going on here, and we got him doing some of his iconic attacks from Deltarune. If there's one thing I will say about this mod, after having experienced it a little bit myself, it is quite visually stimulating. Chaos, chaos. My boy's here to cause a lot of chaos. I don't know how easily you could do this fight, like with pre-Wall of Flesh gear. I mean, this mod is like supposedly best experience with Calamity, so you would have some decent wings by now. But still, even if you're playing with Calamity, this is a pretty chaotic boss fight before Wall of Flesh. Man's got his little clover attack where he teleports around. Now be quiet and let's see what else he's got. Come on, give us something new. Ooh, he's starting to freak out a little bit. He's got his random BS go bombs, my absolute favorite attack that's definitely never killed me when fighting this boss. And then he's got his stupid little floaty things, very annoying attack, I will say that, both in this mod and in Deltarune itself. Luke would probably cry hearing me say this, but out of all the Shadow Crystal bosses, Jevil is definitely my least favorite. And if we get him all the way down to 0 HP, or 1 HP, we of course get his big old Desperation attack where he throws all the Jevil knives, and then of course the big one at the end. Oh, there it is, there's the big one. And that's the boss fight. Not gonna be taking a look at too many of the items because I want the bosses to be sort of the main thing we look at, but that just leaves some more for all of you to explore. And the next boss, which is meant to be fought directly after the Wall of Flesh, we gotta grab the summoning item from our boy Gerson here. He's got this strange pink and yellow game controller. I'm not really up for playing around since I'm already playing a game, but you know, if you're gonna ask, I'll play nice, I'll play courteously. Oh boy. Oh boy, where are we going? Oh no. Back for more? How greedy. Oh yeah, because I have technically done this before. Show me that fire again. Oh, I will, buddy, don't you worry about it. Here he is. You got ERAM. You got the actual, like, same arena as in Deltarune, except the perspective's a little bit different because, you know, Terraria's physics are different. Once again, we got a cool little remix of the original song going on here. We got friends. We got the friends inside me that were inside us all along. And this man actually takes your inventory. He takes all your stuff and only gives you a knife and some basic wings to work with. And if we open our map, we can see we're in an actual subworld here. We're not just like in some randomly generated structure. This is an actual subworld. This fight is definitely a test of skill more so than how good your build is, because he doesn't have a lot of health. And like I said, he takes your entire inventory and all your accessories to see what you really have to offer. I wonder if there's any way to like cheese this without cheats, like somehow bring in other accessories in here. Maybe like, I don't know. Maybe if you come in here and put a chest down in here, and then, like, that chest persists? I don't know. And here we go, bringing him into the final phase. What else you got to show us, ERAM? Come on, show me something good. Show me something interesting. He also seems to have changed my character's, like, character itself. Like, my hairstyle and whatnot aren't the same either. All right, let's try and finish him off here. He has just been dashing around, like, at the speed of sound for a good hot minute here. I think this is just how the fight ends, where it just dashes at you like crazy. I know in Deltarune he's got those like extra clones of himself, but here he's just going nuts. Haha, there it is. That's what I wanted to see. Gotta love the custom dialogue. Your violence is a glorious sight to behold. Thanks, buddy. Here's your reward. I hope it's, you know, something worthwhile. Oh boy, back we go. And of course we get the Shadow Mantle, obviously. This one reduces damage from Darkened Star base attacks just like it does in Deltarune, and it gives you a lot more flight time, which is very nice. The mantle also looks quite handsome on your player character. And if you know anything about Deltarune, you should already know what boss comes next. But how could we possibly draw him out? I'm not entirely sure. I'm just gonna summon the Eye Cthulhu while I think about this for a minute. Come here, buddy. Hey, pal, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh my, that's not looking too good. You all right there? Oh dear. I think he's found us. Hey, what's so funny, man? That is quite the animation. And this is another fight where you're in a box because this is a Deltarune boss. Of course you're gonna be in a box. It's weird being inside a box, like, not as just a heart, as an actual, like, person. It's quite weird. But man's dashing around, he's slicing open the box, he's got his star attacks. Yeah, that's one good reason to have the Shadow Mantle. Now, do they home right at the start? Ooh, they do. So you got to be a little bit careful there. We also got another very beautiful remix of Black Knife playing right here. The Calamity Bells sound very nice in conjunction with Deltarune style music. And here comes his big slash attack. This is usually the one that messes me up the most. That one and the one where you like shoot swords at you, but your heart's also stuck inside a circle of swords. That is not a fun attack. He is moving around quite well. Like the movement and general animations of all these bosses so far have been very top-notch stuff. Here come the swords. You have a little bit more of a delay to dodge them in this format, I guess. Man's doing his Star Suck attack already. We ain't even halfway done, my friend. It's seeming a little bit early for that, doesn't it? Oh, yep, here it comes. Here come all the stars. Let's beat him up a little bit more. Let's bring down his health a little bit more, because this is getting a little crazy. He also has like an eye in the background kind of just floating around him. I'm not sure what that's about. The screen shake combined with the animations and the visuals make this like an extremely chaotic boss fight, and it seems there are still swords being fired at me even at this very moment. This is definitely not a boss you want to take on prematurely. Supposedly, this is supposed to be done right before Plantera. And I don't know about that, son. This definitely feels like a post-Plantera boss. Oh, here comes that final big attack. And he's just utterly annihilating the entire box as those annoying little teeth just get shot everywhere at you. Boom, there he is, and he gives us one sword for the road. And of course he drops the Dark Shard, as he does in Deltarune, which is actually integral for the mod progression, so don't throw this one to the side, even if you're not a rogue. Look, it's me, Rory Knight. Now the next boss of the mod is meant to be fought directly after Plantera, which is quite interesting. I'd honestly think that this next one would be a post-Moonlord boss, but regardless, in order to fight the next boss, we actually have to go to the Dark World. And you know, there's only one way to do that. It's to make a dark fountain, which is why you actually need the Dark Shard. You just right-click, you right-click with the blade, and you make a fountain. And it does the whole animation, the whole shebang, the sound effects, all of it. It's beautiful. Like, this mod is very well made. And here we are, right in front of the fountain, just like it's the end of any Deltarune chapter. We can actually head over here to the right with a little bit of elbow grease, and you can actually find a structure here with an interesting little thing right here. This is a Titan Forge, which is used to make, oh, doesn't seem to play nice with zooming in. I guess that's something the mod devs forgot. But this here is a Titan Forge, which you can actually use to craft a lot of kind of end game of the mod items. We also got a banger remix of Dark Sanctuary going on in the background. Very nice, very nice. And for all you Deltarune fans out there, you probably already know what the next boss is and how to summon it. Now, obviously, in order to summon the next one, we're gonna have to make a dark fountain within the Dark World. And I think we all know where this is going, so let's just go ahead and, oh, I gotta stand a little closer, okay, there we go. And do it again. Neo Fountain. They did introduce that animation into Terraria quite well, but now we find ourselves in a bit of a predicament here, where we have to climb for our goddamn lives and hopefully not get touched by all the bad red eyes. I don't want the bad touch. I don't want the bad touch. Yeah, for the first half of the Titan boss fight, you actually have to climb the Titan, just like in Deltarune. And look, there's the big boy. He's beckoning us forth. He's like, hey, get your booty up here. I'm here, buddy. I'm right here for you. He's shooting out his little spawn everywhere. In order to actually bring down his shield, we're gonna have to take them out. It spawns these little stars that put little dents in his shield. Now, the music is very loud for me, but I'm sure I've turned it down in post for all of you to enjoy, so you're welcome. But yeah, his shield is starting to crack now. We're starting to put some dents in him. We just got to put a few more in there. Once again, absolute banger remix of Guardian, and just all the remixes in this mod are extremely well made. Like, props to whoever made the soundtrack for this mod. I'll put their name on screen. This is quite the chaotic boss fight. There's a whole lot to pay attention to, and not a whole lot of room to do it. There we go. The shield's open. This is the window to attack and absolutely beat the crap out of this dude. I'm gonna get him down to half. And the lower you get him, he actually does increase his frequency of attacks, just like in Deltarune. It's just it feels like a port, right? Like one of the an old mod being ported, but in this case, it's one game to another. And the fact that it feels so seamless is quite impressive. And whenever he regenerates his shield, he also throws you all the way back down to the bottom. So make sure you got some bleeding resistance for this. The visuals, the animation, and the premise behind this fight, where you actually have to climb up the Titan, is like just so fascinating. Like, yeah, sure, it's a Deltarune boss, but the execution in the Terraria format, in the Terraria world of physics, is quite seamless, if you ask me. All right, his shield is down. Let's go ahead and finish him off, because this is quite the long boss fight. And as you bring him down, you're actually gonna have to climb down for your life, because all the darkness is just seeping down and it's time to run. So you make it to the bottom, and at that point you're home free. That's when the music got very tense for the last little climbing sequence, which I much appreciate. Very nice little detail, nice little touch. And there you have it. The Titan has been defeated. The Titan actually has quite the funny drop and quite the cool little reference that I feel like some of you should be able to get. He drops Titan's blood, the lifeblood of a Titan, still warm. If you know what that's from, 10 points to you. Like I said, there are 5 bosses in the mod, but I'm actually not going to show you the 5th one. I think I'm gonna leave a little bit for all of you to explore. There you have it. There was a little look at the deterministic chaos mod for T-Mod Loader 1.4.4. A very well-made mod, and I'm sure that a full playthrough with this mod installed would be quite interesting and quite enjoyable as well, because every 5 minutes you could be like, is that from Deltarune? I am so excited for the release of Deltarune Chapter 5. This definitely helped satiate some of my thirst for more Deltarune content, and I'm hoping it did the same for you. Also, if you liked this random little mod review / showcase here and you want to see me do more of these, then be sure to let me know in the comments. Never really attempted something like this in a casual fashion, so if you ended up enjoying it and you want to see more, let me know. And of course, if you did enjoy it, you know what I'm about to say. Hit that like and sub button. You knew that was coming because it's the end of the video. And on a more serious note, massive thank you and shout out to all of my channel members and patrons, to all the people who support me. If you want to be one of those people because you really like what I do, be sure to check out the memberships or the Patreon. You get a whole bunch of exclusive perks and you can directly support me in the process. And that would just be super cool of you. Besides, if you join, maybe you'll get a friend inside you.